Oh, good afternoon. This is the immortal John Hancock, and I want to welcome everybody to the live stream. Thank you so much. And yes, want to welcome everybody who came on and want to greet everybody on a live game chat. I haven't done one of these in a while, and because it is sometimes challenging to have my family in the same place doing one of these live game chats. You know, they have to be quiet, they have to be in the other room, etc., etc. And so I want to welcome everybody. So yeah, here we go, and I'm gonna answer hopefully a couple questions from people as we go. So yes, it's great. So I'm gonna welcome everybody. Carl the Great, hello, welcome. And want to just go ahead and just greet everybody. So I'm going to start off. Welcome, David, and want to welcome everybody to the live stream. So, all right, Natin Matt. Hey, John, my question, what is your opinion on Earthbound? Earthbound's great game series. And so, yes, want to welcome everybody. Sweet Honey Barbecue. Hey, John, that sounds yummy. So, yeah. So, how are you? Okay. Krillin, my moderator, Krillin64, glad you're on here. Krillin does all my mods, my live game chats. Welcome. And yeah, so welcome everybody. If this is your first live stream, I haven't done one in a while. Any thoughts on Mega Man series, favorite, missing any games? I have most of the Mega Man games. I don't have the newest ones, different ports of that. I did pick up the newest Mega Man on PlayStation 4, but I'm missing some other ones. Yes, want to welcome everybody onto the chat. Real quick, I want to start. How many hours a week do you dedicate to YouTube? I dedicate about 20 to 25 hours to my channel. I'm pretty active. Yes. What games do you recommend for Neo Geo CD? I actually recommend, gosh, I'm going to Neo Geo CD. Any games that you can find, actually. It's really hard to find Neo Geo CD games where I am, so any you can pick up, I would just pick them up. You know, fighting games, good classic Samurai Showdown 2. Yeah. Have you been to the Video Game Museum in Frisco, Texas? No, but I'm friends with those folks. Joe Santulli and crew, good friends of mine, yes. Yes. Have you purchased any PS1 games recently? I have not. I've actually slowed down on my PS1 collecting and focused on Wii U and GameCube. Would you reconsider setting aside the time to play Red Dead Redemption 2? You're missing out. I'm not missing out if I don't have time for it. And so I typically do one game at a time. So right now I'm playing Far Cry 5, getting ready for New Dawn. Far Cry 5 is more my jam because, you know, it's more arcadey. It's more bang bang, do a mission, you know, point A to point B, fast travel. Red Dead Redemption 2 is amazing, and when I have time, I will try playing it. But it's some of the realism that I hear about it is not necessarily my cup of tea. So yes. So yeah. Yeah, Sega Genesis Collection. What game should I pick up? I have a Sega Genesis Collection. What game should I pick up? Saga Mutant Fighter. Go check that one out. All right. Do you collect any current gen games, like maybe like re-releases or limited releases? Yes. I try to. I don't get a lot of limited run game stuff, or even like if something gets sent to me, great. But there's so many game choices I have, so limited editions or collector editions on certain series of stuff, I'm not. And you know, if it's a game or a game company I really want to support, I'll pick it up. But I haven't had any recently that I want to jump out and get. Yeah, which is the best Diablo game? Diablo 2. That comes from Ronald, good friend of mine. Diablo 2, best game. Yes. Should I start collecting games now, or should I wait for prices to drop? Gary, all depends on what games you want to collect. So prices go up and down all the time. But, you know, if you're waiting for, like, Neo Geo AES prices to go down, probably shouldn't wait. All right. Patrick says, first time I ever played in my life was Mortal Kombat for Sega Genesis. What were your thoughts or experience back in the day? I loved Mortal Kombat. Played a lot of Mortal Kombat 1. Played a lot of Mortal Kombat 2. Yes. And so questions are going pretty fast. When we start pursue a complete Switch collection, you know, I'm not gonna pursue one right now. I'm just gonna pick up games as they come along. I'm enjoying playing my Switch. Have you played Body Harvest for the N64? Yes, I have. Are you a pastor? I heard you officiated your friend's wedding. No, I'm not a pastor, but in the state of Washington, it's a piece of paper, and you sign up. You can do it even online, and you can marry people. So it's pretty awesome here. John, do you like the Resident Evil 2 remake? Haven't played it. Part of the challenge is I don't have this unlimited amount of time to play games, and so a lot of my game time I dedicate to YouTube. And so I do have game time. I was playing Far Cry 5 before this live stream, and so that's the game I'm dedicating some time to. I want to beat it, and so I'm about 2/3 of the way through. But even that, with a family and 2 jobs, it's just tough. It's tough to really like combine everything and do that all the time. It's really tough. This is from Dale. Have you ever bought games from Bai, Japan? If so, what is the experience like? I have not. I have not bought games from there. So yes. Any favorite type of horror game? Good question. But no, I haven't. I don't have like a favorite horror style game. Resident Evil 2 is kind of the big one. I'd like to play more Silent Hill games. There's just so many games out there of the genre. I really need to explore them more. And part of it is, I got kids. I got an 11-year-old. Sorry, a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old. And I don't. A lot of my game time, sometimes they are in the house or they're around the screen. I don't really want to play that stuff around them. Yeah. So welcome everybody. Okay, real quick. I know that you like the arcade 1-ups. Hey, they started pop up for $100 at yeah, it'd be nice to see what other arcade 1-ups pop up at that price point. So real quick, before I get any farther, I need to announce, I didn't do this on my channel yesterday, and I apologize. The winner of my retro gaming playoff. And so the winner is the arcade 1-up Pac-Man. That's right. Pac-Man beat out the Mega Retron HD, and they beat it by 52%. There was a couple hundred votes, and just want to say that the arcade 1-up Pac-Man did actually win of all the things that entered. So yeah, pretty cool. I made a lot of mistakes in the retro gaming playoffs. I plan on doing it next year, and so we'll check it out. So stay tuned. Next year it'll be a little different, but I plan on doing it as an annual event, and I had a lot of fun with this one. Yes. All right, Jakob, have you heard that GameStop went bankrupt? Are they going to close soon? Are they going very soon to close their stores? I have not heard that. So if that's new news, I haven't heard that. So how frequently do you clean your consoles and handhelds? One, I clean my consoles as needed. I keep them pretty clean, so I don't need to do that too often. Just got a Famicom. Can you recommend a few games? Famicom, gosh, go with the Nintendo classics. So say the games made by Nintendo. It's definitely Mario Brothers. Mario Brothers 3 comes to mind. I mean, that's like an all-time classic. So Jordan, have you experienced any of the toxic behavior from gaming community? Usually what kind of makes... usually the kind that makes women or minorities feel unwelcome. Just curious. I've experienced... Oh, looks like my stream went... Oh, dang it. Okay, it's just a little choppy. My apologies. Yeah, that's the challenge is sometimes these live streams they get hooked up. Have I dealt with any of the toxic behavior of the gaming community? Of course I have. But I talked about the positive and negatives of the gaming community in the previous stream, and I want to say this: for the most part, the gaming community is amazing, and you can find toxicity if you look for it. There's going to be individuals out there. They're going to see my game collection and have a bunch of judgment of it. They're gonna judge me for what I haven't done, or just people that are just really unhappy people that have to troll other people. So I don't let that hang me up. There's amazing people out there, and many of them are on this stream right now. So thank you. Okay. Have you heard about Atari's new console? It seems like a bit of a mix between the Ouya and the Flashback. Well, Michael E. The issue with Atari's new console is it going to come out? And so we'll see. I'll believe it when I see it. So yes, currently playing this is Chum Nasty playing Eternal Darkness. What are some GameCube games that you recommend? Rebel Strike, Rogue Squadron 3, because it's got Rogue Leader on it and 2-player co-op. And so Rebel Strike's cheap too. Check it out. All right. Krillin64, if you have any Famicom or Famicom Disk System game suggestions, I'm looking up John Riggs' YouTube page. Yep. Yeah, Krillin's recommend. Yeah, John Riggs, great channel, great guy. He's got a lot of Famicom and Famicom Disk System favorites, so he's a great guy. Yeah. Do you hate the 5200 as much as everyone else does? No, I don't. 5200 is a great console. In fact, I have a complete set of it because I like it that much. You bypass the controller issue. It's actually a great consoleized Atari computer, really what it comes down to. So, yeah. So yeah, would you like? I'm looking right here. Justin LeClaire, welcome, John. Did you ever subscribe or play the OnLive service from years ago? Sounded so promising. So Justin, to answer your question, great question by the way. I won one at PAX. I was there and they were giving them away because nobody was carrying. And I saw it and I tried the service. I had like a free setup with it. I was kind of like not beta testing it, but I wanted to check it out. And the OnLive micro console was a pretty interesting like live streaming service. And I did check it out a little bit, but I didn't think it was that great. So yeah. So do you find it hard to balance work? James Style. No, I've gotten better at it. I've done this a couple years now, so I've gotten kind of the happy medium. So yeah, it's the balance between work and my family and gaming and YouTubing. My family has been super supportive of this, and because of them, I'm able to balance it back and forth. So yeah, so it's been nice, a nice balance of that. So yeah, definitely. Do you have any doubles you're willing to part with? No, Patrick. All my doubles, I really don't have a ton of doubles. Some doubles I give away. Some doubles go to friends. Some doubles go to a good friend that has a store. And actually, we do trades all the time. Real quick, Tim's Tiny Arcade. Do you have a complete TurboGrafx 16 collection or consider doing a video on the system? Yes, I have a HuCard set complete. Not all complete in box, but I do have a HuCard set. And I'm missing a couple TurboGrafx CD games. I'm missing Dynastic Hero and Super Airzone. Some crazy hard to get games. And so I'm missing just a couple for the CD set, but I do plan on doing a TurboGrafx video. I plan on doing one, and then I didn't do it. So yeah, future videos, plan to upload them. Yes. What do you recommend for people wanting to start to stream for retro games? Well, there's a lot of different setups too. Twitch, there's people, you can even do Facebook, lots of different ways to do streaming of retro games. There's a lot of people doing that, and that's why I haven't done a ton of it. It just, I'd rather talk about like new games or showcase like collectible packaging. I just did a 7000 video. And I had a lot of fun showcasing that game. Ricky and Vicky on my channel. So yeah. Okay, let's talk about homebrew game gear. Okay. Yeah, I'd love to hear about what you think. What homebrew game gear is worth playing. Okay, so Matthew Stevens, besides 2600, what pre-crash system is cheapest to collect for? Magnavox Odyssey 2, Matthew Stevens, great question. Magnavox Odyssey 2 is a fantastic little system. There's a lot of, it's fairly inexpensive. You can pick up a game and a console and a bunch of games pretty cheap. CDI guy, John, let's see here. John, this is Chris from Lost Classics. How's it going? Would love to see you back on YouTube. Enjoyed. Oh, sorry. How is Chris from Lost Classics doing? Would love to see him back on YouTube. Enjoyed his laser activity. Yes, Chris from Lost Classic is amazing. Thank you so much. Video Game Emulator Dude, thank you for the donation of $2. Most appreciated. So yes, Feel free for donations if you wish. You don't have to, but yes, thank you so much. Richie, welcome. From Evil Homer to Sub-Zero. What was your all-time favorite NES game? Boy, that's a tough one. Going right off the tip of my tongue, I have to say the original Metroid. Original Metroid was amazing. Played it back in the day. Yes, thank you, Video Game Emulator Dude. Most appreciated. What is your least favorite video game series? Ooh. Least favorite. I'd have to think about that. Gosh, there's a lot of games that shouldn't be made over and over and over again. Gosh, to think about that. I don't have an answer right now. I'd have to think about that. That's a good question. Have you ever played Deep Fear for Sega Saturn? No, I have not. No, I have not. Not played it. So yeah, I've heard about it. I have a demo. I have like a version of it on a lost and found Sega Saturn game, but no, I haven't played that. Parasite Eve should make a comeback. Yes. No, I don't own a copy, Glenn. Do you have any tips for the other websites on eBay that I can buy US release games on? Nah, other than eBay, Amazon. I mean, Amazon's another one. So, yes. Do you own a copy of Aussie Rules Footy for the NES? No, I do not. Metroid does still hold up, Richie. Yep. What was your favorite game to play in the last generation? State from Stacy. Gosh, last generation. I have to say, it's kind of cheating. But, Skyrim is pretty amazing. Skyrim's on anything. Does the Immortal John Hancock have air raid for the 2600? No, I do not, Mr. Zuzu. No. Who won the contest? Rebecca, I did announce that in the previous part of this live stream. Have to say the Arcade 1-Up did win it. So, Arcade 1-Up won the contest with 52% of the votes. All right, Yum Retro Gamer, how do you feel about media blaming video games for how crappy some kids turn out? I think that's just it's not realistic, Kids turn out bad for various reasons. I think as parents, we have a responsibility with the upbringing of our kids. It doesn't mean that good parents, sometimes kids make unhealthy choices, and so it has nothing to do with the parents sometimes. But I have to say that we have to take responsibility. I take responsibility for my kids and how they turn out. Chris, hey, I wanted to thank you for your awesome content. Appreciate all your hard work. Most appreciated. Metroid Zero Mission or Fusion? Metroid Zero Mission was better than Fusion. Loved Zero Mission. What is the best game system to start collecting for? That's really a hard one. I would say probably PlayStation 2. It all depends on what you want to collect. So, that's right, Hector. That's right. Arcade 1-Up champion. That's right, champion. It won. First console I ever played? First console I ever played was a Radio Shack TV Scoreboard Pong clone. Yeah, Michael E. We live in an area of reboots and remakes. What defunct game company or series would you most like to see a comeback? Rogue Squadron. Absolutely. Factor 5. Factor 5's gone. I would love someone to pick up Rogue Squadron, and I would like that company not to be Electronic Arts. So right now I'm pretty disgusted with how things are working over there. I have friends that work for the company, but I feel like they've done a disservice to Star Wars fans having, owning the Star Wars franchise for video games. And what do we get? We get 2 first-person shooters that are just okay. Yeah. Immortal John Hancock, are there any websites out there that can help you give insight to collecting? Well, it all depends on what type of insight you're looking for. Is there some secret magic place that can save you money? I think it's just a lot of hard work. And yes, greetings from the Czech Republic. Welcome, 1977. Yes, hey John, if the Nokia N-Gage QD was released for the first time, do you think it would be done better? Oh, released first would have done better. The QD would have not saved the Nokia. Nope. Do you own Flintstones for the NES? Yes, I do. Boxed. I'm missing the manual. Okay. All right. Radical Reggie. Welcome, Radical Reggie. John, do you ever play PC games? I got back into some point-and-click games I used to play back in the day. It took me back. Radical Reggie's on. Welcome, Radical Reggie. Great channel. And he does tons of live streams, and he has some great content. So, Reggie, yeah, I play PC games, but more of like I play some of the classics. So I have a joystick. I want to get back into playing TIE Fighter. And so definitely, you know, it's one of those things. I don't play enough PC games, and part of that is I play a lot of the Steam stuff on my Switch. And so I usually wait for like a good Steam game to be ported to the Switch, and then I play it there. But yeah. So yeah, TIE Fighter, probably like for PC games, like the original Diablo, even Diablo 2. I play a lot of the classics on my PC. But do I play some of the new PC stuff? You know, after Torchlight 2, that was just one of those things where like, after that game, I kind of stopped playing a little bit on PC, so I took a break. So yeah, Torchlight 2 is like the last game I really played a lot. Yeah. Yeah. What do you think? What do you play the most of, retro or new games? Okay, 50-50. I'm playing a lot of Far Cry 5. Far Cry 5, if you haven't played it, is great. And then you got New Dawn coming out, which is going to be like a Far Cry sequel, Far Cry 5 sequel, but it's going to be a little bit of like, you know, it's got a little bit of Fallout, a little bit of Borderlands in it. Yeah. SNK Fighter Fan 0071. Hey, what's up, John? How is the Neo Geo collection going? Slow. It's going slow. Do any of your kids take interest in the old games? Can you play? Can they play them from your collection? Yeah, I have a Pong unit, and they love playing Pong. They love playing my arcade 1-Up Pac-Man. They usually play those things. They play on the Switch. Other stuff, if I show them and it's okay to play, then they play it. Like my son was playing Ricky and Vicky from New 7800. So, Mr. Furball, $10. Thank you so much. Happy belated New Year, buddy. Most appreciated, Mr. Furball. Most appreciated. Wow, that's great. Do you hate GameStop? Absolutely not. I got a bunch of friends that work there. I want nothing wrong to happen with that company because, you know, our local GameStop's awesome. So, you know, I hope that they can work things out and hopefully they can survive. What do you think about PlayStation not being at E3? Tim's Tiny Arcade, pretty awesome. You know, I think Sony not being at E3 is a good move, and that's that. Like, I don't think it's going to hurt them at all. Do I collect Atari Jaguar? Yes, I do. Yes, Radical Reggie says if we lose GameStop, it's going to hurt. Absolutely, it's going to hurt. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. So yeah. Yeah, I don't try to hate things. You know, I'm typically not a hater of almost anything. There's a couple things right now that are on my dislike list, but yeah. All right, Alex asks, what GameCube exclusive do you not have that you want? There's a Legend of Zelda combo GameCube game that I don't have, but yeah, it's expensive. E3 pretty much played out. I'm surprised Microsoft and then Nintendo haven't followed suit. Yeah, E3 just isn't what it used to be. You know, you can do a live stream, you can do an announcement online, and that's that. So E3 is not what it used to be. I agree, Reggie. Okay. Do you enjoy the classic Xbox? I do. And I have an upcoming video for that and unannounced. Yes. Is MC Kids really that bad? No, MC Kids is pretty good, actually. And so, input funny. GameStop dying might bring back the smaller gaming stores. It could be a good thing. I don't know. I disagree. I actually think GameStop going under is bad because a lot of those GameStop chains, they recommend the other independent game stores in the area because the employers there, they don't care. They just want a customer to find what they want, you know. And so our local GameStop actually refers people to Corey's Classics and Oddities and Epic Entertainment, which is our two local gaming stores. There's also Northwest Outpost in Kelso. That's a friend of mine, Jason's store. And so, yes, those are the three stores in our area. Do you have a Commodore 64 in your collection? Yes, I do. Yeah, Stranger's Wrath for OG Xbox is awesome, just saying. Agree with that, David. Yes. Have you ever met Ralph Baer? No, I have not. No, I have not met Ralph Baer. He was supposed to be at a Classic Gaming Expo that I was supposed to be at, and yes, he didn't show up. Have you tried the PSVR yet? Yes, thoughts on it. I like the PSVR, playing some games on it. The next Tetris is... Oh, sorry, the Tetris Effect is the game that I'm playing on it the most. Krillin64 asks, John, what is the one console you have that you have complete that was the most fun for you collecting? Sega Genesis, hands down, is the answer to that. Jordan Williams, do you have any other passions, hobbies, collections besides video games? I like rock and roll music. I would like to learn to do bass. I'm going to see Kiss in concert tomorrow. I'm in Tacoma, going up with a couple friends, and we're going to check that out. So check it out. So yeah, I like rock music, and I like music a little bit. So that's probably my side hobby. I love watching football, and so we're going to watch the Super Bowl coming up. And then is in February, it's the AAF. And so looking forward to watching some minor league or semi-professional football in February. Let's see here. Augustus, do you have Panzer Dragoon Saga? Yes. Yes, I own it. They're coming in pretty fast right now. I'm doing the best I can to read these. Players first. That's not Kiss without Ace and Peter. You know, that's an opinion, but for me, I saw them a couple years ago. We don't know if Ace is still going to show up. I know there's some controversy there, but he may still show up. And I agree with it, it's not complete Kiss, but it's Kiss. It's going to be their last. It's going to be their last tour. So why not check them out? Yep. Are you excited about Resident Evil? Again, I'm not a big survival horror guy. You know, I know people are like, that's their jam. You know, for me, I'd rather play something like Far Cry 5, kind of a sandbox type of game. Yes. Do you play Call of Duty Black Ops 4? I really liked World War II Call of Duty. I didn't. Black Ops 4 wasn't necessarily my thing. Do you enjoy the classic Sierra Venture games? Not as much as some other people. I'm more of kind of a classic old school LucasArts, like TIE Fighter, classic PC style games. Yep. What are your PSVR games you have tried so far? I've tried, I had the Astrobot collection. So I've tried several of, the PSVR games. I'm trying to think. The one I want to try out is Battlezone. I heard that's pretty good. And I haven't checked out Job Simulator or any of those yet. But yeah. Do I have a 3DO collection? Mario, yes I do. I did a video on it. Rush, how many duplicates would it take to play all the games you wish you could play? That's a hard question to answer. What's your favorite Working Designs game? Ooh, Working Designs in my backyard. Going back to the days of me living in Reading. So if I was to think of like my Working Designs, Elemental Gearbolt I think is my favorite Working Designs game. Yes. Is N64 Classic on its way? No idea. Bird, Cat, Bear. And I don't know. What's your favorite shmup? Ooh, Saul Oakley. Musha's up there for favorite shoot 'em up, classic shoot 'em up. Yeah. How do you budget for collecting and resist tempting items outside your budget? Easy. I want to keep married and I want to keep happy, and so I have a budget and I have a small YouTube helps fund some of the games that I want, and if YouTube doesn't pay for it, then I don't get it. Yeah, how much more do you need to finish your collection? Rebecca Douglas, what collection are you talking about? I just did wrap up Saturn and Atari Lynx. I'm missing Lemmings box, just the box to Lemmings. So yeah. Is the Vita dead? Pretty much. Michael E., how do you feel about Nintendo not having a virtual console on the Switch? I don't like that at all. In fact, I think if it's one complaint about the Switch is that the Wii Shop channel shut down, and the Switch doesn't have a replacement for it, and I think that's a shame. I really do. Are you planning another live stream soon? Well, I'm going to try to check this one out. I try to do these. I would like to do them monthly, and maybe that might be the best way. These are tougher on my family, and so that's why I've done less of them. That's the reason why I've done less live streams, is that my family, it's harder. It's hard on my family. How bald am I? Not bald at all, dude. I got head of hair. So yeah, Justin LeClaire, holy cow! Thank you for your, wow. Thank you so much for the contribution. Most appreciated. So yes, thank you, Justin LeClaire. Huge supporter of the channel. Thank you so much for everything. Wow, that's a significant contribution. Most appreciated. What is your favorite favorite strain, Indica or Sativa? Oh, favorite sugar? I like Splenda. Will physical games perish with the new generation of consoles? I don't think so. I think we'll have one more generation of it. Yes. Thank you again, Justin LeClaire. Most appreciated. Wow. Huge contribution. Yes. Since you rock music, do you play any music games? I used to play the Guitar Hero games. I wasn't great at it at all, but yeah. John Kratz, thank you so much for the contribution. Most appreciated. Yes, that's most appreciated. Thank you. Have you tried eating Balt while gaming? Nope. How many kids do I have? I have 2 kids. Yes. What are the pros and cons of the Nintendo Switch? Ronald. Pros and cons of the Nintendo Switch. It's, Nintendo's new consoles. You're going to get all the new Nintendo franchises on it. The cons are, I think, the Virtual Console, it doesn't have some of the features of previous Nintendo consoles yet. I think they're going to fix that, though. So, yes. All right. Yeah, 219 people on the stream. Wow. Wow, that's more than what I normally have, so this is awesome. Want to grab lunch one day, yeah. Vagrant Story, most underappreciated RPG of all time. Vagrant Story is pretty amazing. Of all time, I don't know. Dark Wizard's up there. Dark Wizard for Sega CD is my favorite underappreciated video game, yes. All right. What's up? More questions. Come on in. So, yeah, again, the winner of the Retro Gaming playoffs is the Arcade 1-Up Pac-Man. So, I want to announce that on this. Okay. Do you have a favorite pinball machine? Yes, I do. I think it's Gone Fishing, and I remember growing up playing it at a local burger joint. It's the fishing game of the 80s. Gone Fishing or something. I know there's a ton of fishing games, but it's the one, the Solid State. It's of the 80s, and I forget the actual name of it, but that's what I remember the name being. Favorite Infocom game? Answer me. Oh, I'd have to think about that. Yes. Is NES pricing coming back down to earth? Mike, hard to say. I think the Nintendo rush is over, and I think most people have the Nintendo games. And Nintendo's doing what Atari did back in the day. It's kind of leveling off. But the rare stuff's going to stay rare. All right, Mr. Awesome. What kind of shelves are those back that you keep all your games on? I need some help with storage. IKEA's got some great shelving. On the back here, I use mini media crates. And so it's not for everybody. I had to buy a ton of them. I bought them on Amazon, local Walmart. And it's okay. There's pros and cons of using them. I had to buy a ton of them. But I did it for, it's doing the okay job. And, yeah, I went with it. Might have to fix it down the road. All right. Do you know if they're going to make the PS5? Yes, they're totally going to make the PS5. I have no idea when. And, if anybody out at Sony, hopefully, fingers crossed, this next year. Star Wars, Star Trek, or Battlestar Galactica? Cody, thumbs up for Battlestar Galactica, but yeah, it's hard to say. Star Trek Discovery, I need to check out Season 2. I am a big Star Wars fan. Huge, I think Star Wars is kind of, they kind of tripped up on the last couple movies they've made. So hopefully Episode 9 will be better. I loved Rogue One, and I think they got some great content. Fingers crossed for Mandalorian TV show. Do you have any copies of Little Samson I could take off your hands for $10? Input funny. Yeah, that is funny, right? Oh yeah, Orville. Orville's another good science fiction show. It's just, you know, for me, I'm very limited on what TV shows I can play on top of play games on top of like YouTube. So I'm watching Punisher season 2 right now. Yes, have I seen the Star Trek where Spock and Kirk are in Nazi Germany? Yes, great episode. Classic Star Wars is the best. Do your kids enjoy edutainment titles like Sesame Street or others? Nope. No, they're on original. They're on just standard games now. Phantom Dust. There you go. That's a great game. Favorite Commodore 64 game? Well, if I was to say that right now, my favorite Commodore 64 game, if I'm going to go just off the top of my head, would Q*bert. The Q*bert game, the Q*bert arcade conversion was something I grew up as a kid. And so Kickmaster was pretty good if I remember that title right too on cartridge. So if we're just going like any Commodore 64 game, Blue Max is up there too. Yes. Any good fan-made games? Absolutely. Patrick, I just did a video on Ricky and Vicky, but that's pretty professionally made game. But yeah, Ricky and Vicky's up there for like fan-made games. Amazing game. Are you going to commission another homebrew for Cowlitz Gamers for Kids this year? Nope. Unfortunately, I'm not, because the last Cowlitz Gamers second adventure took, and I wasn't the programmer or part of that, but it took like 18 months. So Cowlitz Gamers is not going to have an exclusive this year. And that's because of the time and energy made into that. Yes. Yep. Conventions going to. Cowlitz Games for Kid. Cowlitz Games for Kids, my next convention I'm going to. March 30th in Longview, Washington. Favorite light gun game? Krillin64, who moderates all my live streams. Thank you so much, Krillin. Favorite light game? Light gun game, I'm going to have to say Freedom Force. Freedom Force for Nintendo. Check it out. What's your favorite video game villain of all time? Ooh. I'm going to cheat and say Darth Vader. What were you disappointed about with Last Jedi? It wasn't what they did in the movie, it was how it was directed. I thought it could have been better. RC from New York City. What's up, John? What is your favorite football game? My favorite football game is Mutant League Football. And so I actually like the new one as well. Mutant League Football is a great, just a great game, and happy to see that it got remade and it turned up pretty good. And so if you're going to go with like classic football that's not like some side, Tecmo Super Bowl on Nintendo, played that ton. And so that's another great game. And so that a lot of fun. So yeah. Darth Vader was not a bad guy. Kind of was. Kind of killed a lot of people. Kind of went to the dark side. Why did the Wii U fail? The Wii U failed for many reasons. I think the big reasons was people did not understand it was a separate console that could play its own games. And I also think there were several issues with its marketing. And I think the big phablet that it came with was a terrible design. Best hidden gem for the original Xbox? I don't know if it's a hidden gem, but Steel Battalion. Steel Battalion, if you can check it out with a 40-button controller, check that out. And then if not, what is the game? It's there's a game where you're like this monster and you go around killing little happy creatures, and I forget what it was like it was a good Xbox game. I can't think of the title off the top of my head, but yeah. Stubbs the Zombie was good, yes. Yeah. Well, Magnavox Odyssey, any help there? What help do you need? Not sure there'd be a Switch if not a Wii U first. True. Favorite thing outside retro gaming? Outside retro gaming, other than my family, rock music. I like listening to music. I love football. I love watching football. Looking forward to this semi-professional stuff that's going to be on TV in February. So the AAF, yeah. What's your favorite Xbox 360? What's your favorite 360 games? Put me on a spot there. Probably Skyrim. Skyrim. So any good Goodwill pickups recently? Nope. My Goodwill next to me sucks. Holy cow, it's terrible. Oh, we have the worst Goodwill in our town. It is just nice people, just the product just is bleh. So yeah. NES Classic with ROMs or Retro USB AVS? All the way, Ryan. Retro USB AVS, hands down. Yes. How about the XFL? Rock solid. The XFL probably going to be great, but it's not going to be till next year. So, you know, I think the AAF may be a one and done season. We'll check it out. You know, it's football, and so hey, get my fix. So yeah, stream down. I don't know if the stream's down. It might be choppy or not, but yeah, it's up and down. You know, there's 200 people watching this. This is great. Yeah, XFL is coming back next year, 2020. Okay. John, I'm the John Goodman of retro gaming. Well, I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. I like John Goodman. Yeah, have I ever used Shop Goodwill to buy games? Yes, I have. So, pros and cons to the Shop Goodwill. Yes. How do you feel about region-exclusive games? I think they're okay. I don't, like, pursue them or have to pursue them. Definitely. Shaggy for Mortal Kombat? Yeah, I heard something about that. Like, well, if they have Shaggy, they might as well... have they had Kiss in Mortal Kombat yet? You know, Kiss would be a better fit than Shaggy. And then on the side note, Kiss actually was in an episode of Scooby-Doo, if you believe that. Yes. Rams or Patriots? Great question, Steven. Rams. You have to go with the Rams. You know, the Patriots, they've won it a bajillion times. Great team. Tom Brady's a great player. I don't have hate towards Tom Brady or the Patriots. But the Rams, you know, they haven't been in it in a while. It's, 17 years? And so, go Rams. All right, let the whistle there. Have you ever shaved your full beard off? Yes. Yes, I have. A couple times. Kiss and Phantom of the Park. Ooh. Yeah. Where did you get your Altered Beast hat? I got this at PAX. But you can probably find one on eBay. And actually, the guy who made the artist for this hat also made the Atari hat that I have in previous episodes that people like. And so, a great person. So, yeah. Yeah. What beard products do I use? I don't use any beard products. I'm not that metro. Yeah, it's called, you know, trim it up with a beard trimmer. And, you know, I get some old Barbasol and shave when I need to. But, yeah, I'm old school. I don't need any of that product stuff. Have you heard of the iGame with Queen music? Yeah, I've heard of that. Pretty cool. What's your favorite Zelda game? All right, probably Link to the Past still. Link Between Two Worlds is pretty amazing too. And then Breath of the Wild is up there. It's great. I just ran out of time playing it. John, please don't sell out and do sponsored videos for Dollar Shave Club. Don't worry, won't be doing that. Did you see Blade Runner 2049? Not only did I see it, I have it on Ultra 4K Blu-ray or UHD. And so Blade Runner 2049, amazing science fiction. One of the best movies to come out in recent years. Amazing movie. Thank you for mentioning that, Michael. What do you think about the irate gamer? I don't really have an opinion of that. Okay. We ever make an appearance on the AVGN episode? I talked to Angry Gamer Nerd, and, you know, nice guy. And I think that, you know, it's one of those things, you know, he's so huge. He's got a great channel. But I don't, you know, he hasn't reached out or anything to me. I think I'm small potatoes compared to him. So, yeah. Yeah. Have Riggs. What's my all-time favorite sci-fi show? All-time favorite science fiction show, like on TV? Battlestar Galactica is up there. The original Star Trek Next Generation. I think of those like, you know, I typically go to like mainstream science fiction series that have been done well. Ever watch Sliders? Yes. Yeah. Were you a big GoldenEye guy? Not big GoldenEye guy, but yes. Great game. Yeah. A sound in the Blade Runner 2049 was too loud. I didn't get that take from that, but everybody's different. Yeah. What do I think of High Seas Havoc? Yeah, I think it's a great game. Good Sonic clone for the Genesis. Yes. I know that Radical Reggie did that with Joe Witter. He did a video on that. Pretty good video, too. All-time favorite show is Babylon 5. I have every season of it on. Yeah, Babylon 5 is great. I need to get that. I need to watch that again. It's a great series. Yeah, I didn't think that the sound and music in 2049 was too loud, but everybody's different. Who can drink the most on the Metal Jesus Rocks crew? That is a great question, and I don't have the answer to it. DMP can probably hold his own. Kinsey probably can drink quite a bit. DMP, though, for the final answer. I'd love to see that. Yeah, DMP probably. Great guy, too. Great guy. Yep. Got another about 14 minutes, folks, and then I'm gonna end this around an hour. So I want to thank everybody for being on the stream. Hit that like button. Like I said, just keep the questions coming. I'm trying to answer as best I can. Do you want my gold Nintendo World Champion cartridge? King Killer. Well, I mean, do I want it? I don't have it, but I mean, giving that up, that's crazy. But anyways, if you do have one, yeah, message me. If you saw it at the movies, it was loud. Okay, so do you have a Green Halo Edition Xbox? I do, Justin. Yes, I do. Would you ever visit California? Ronald, I'm from California, so I visit there every year. Yeah. Activision or Magic? Jeff Bailey, great question. Magic. What's your take on legal marijuana? Not trying to promote it, just a question. Well, as a teacher, I don't participate or partake in marijuana, but I don't have a problem with people doing so. I think there's a lot of people out there that use it for medical reasons, and I know a lot of people. It's great for cancer patients. For recreational pot use, I don't use it myself, but I don't have a problem with people that do. What do you think about the Dreamcast VMU? I think it was underutilized. I wanted the VMU to be a lot more than it was. All right, keep the questions coming. Scroll down here. What is the best emulator out there? All depends on what you want. Raspberry Pi with a RetroArch like setup, probably. Yeah. With a collection this size, you must have been scammed a few times. Was there any big blows? No. There's a scammer in the area that a lot of people know about, and he scammed a lot of people, and it's well documented, and but nothing major. Yep. He was also the same guy connected to the Coleco Chameleon debacle. So yeah. What do I think of Call of Duty? Not a bad series. The last one wasn't my favorite. Favorite pro wrestling game. Favorite pro wrestler. Ooh. Have to say off the top of my head, Hacksaw Jim Duncan. I'm going old school. Coco Beware was another one. Junkyard Dog. That in favorite wrestling game, I like the WWF the arcade game, and I always played Doink the Clown for some reason. What is the best NES and Super NES dual console? That's a tough one. All depends on what you want. The classic high school has a great dual console. The NES and Super NES dual console is pretty good. Saturday Night Slam Masters is good. Yep. All right. What's the Moby Dick of all the games that I'm looking for? That's a great question. So of all the games I'm looking for, I'm still having a hard time finding NFL Blitz 2000, Greatest Hits, PlayStation 1. There's a couple people that have one, but that aren't going to sell, and you know they think it's gold. I don't know if it's that, but I'm having a hard time finding a copy of one. And so NFL Blitz 2000 Greatest Hits for the PlayStation 1 is the last Greatest Hits game I need for a set. So I'm really looking forward to one and would pay handsomely for one. Have I tried VR? Yes, I have. Yes. Are you going to the Seattle Retro Convention in June? I need to be invited. I don't know of the dates of that. They haven't reached out to me, but Vancouver Retro Gaming Expo has. And are setting me up nice this year. So yes. NFL Blitz 2000, PlayStation 1 Greatest Hits. Got the green stripe on it. Yes. What do you think of the PS Classic? Well, now that it's like half the price of what it came out with, it's probably it's a lot better. At $100, it wasn't great. At $50, it's not bad. Did you hack the PC Classic with Bleem Sync? I have not yet. I don't own a PS Classic yet. Just no need to. What's the hardest video game you've ever played? Probably Magician Lord. Magician Lord would be probably my top of my answer. Well, yeah, James Hager. Hey, man, it's not much. Want to show some appreciation for all the great content. Thank you. James, every little bit helps. Most appreciated for the contribution. Thank you so much. And so, yep. Krillin, thank you so much. I'll hit you up. Message me about that. But yeah, NFL Blitz 2000, really tough to get. Yep. Yep. Did you think Power Glove will ever make a comeback? No, Power Glove's dead and it's not coming back. What's your opinion about Battletoads? Great game. What's your opinion of Vectrex? Own a complete set of it. Love the Vectrex. Vectrex is an amazing console. Amazing console back in the day. Yep, NFL Blitz 2000 Greatest Hits. Yep. Game you couldn't beat but wish you had? Breath of the Wild, top of the list. Hardest game you beat? Magician Lord. Magician Lord. That game is a bunch of bull at the end. Holy cow, that game is tough. Whew! At the end, Magician Lord. You get to the end of that, wow. Makes Mega Man easy. How's the gaming community in your area? Great. Yeah, Battletoads is great. When I played it back in the day, my jaw was just on the ground. Like, holy cow, this is an amazing Nintendo game. Yep. Do you have an MT32 for retro PC gaming? No, I do not. Name a game that you regret trading in. I don't try to have regrets, and I don't trade in stuff. So, yeah. Have you ever beaten Ninja Gaiden? Nope, got to the end, didn't beat it. Do you like the Panasonic game console? Yes, I do, and I'm close to a set. I have about 20 or so games I'm missing. Favorite SNK game? Samurai Showdown 2, final answer. Yes. When do tickets go on to sell for the Portland Retro? I want to say soon. Okay. I want to thank everybody for continuing to be on. I have about 7 more minutes of this live stream. Do you like Clock Tower? I like it. I haven't played it a ton. Favorite retro computer? Retro console? I'm a big fan of the Commodore VIC-20. I love that. That's just an awesome little retro console that I love collecting for. Yes. I would love to get a ZX Spectrum, but you know, I've had a couple people offer one, and then they just kind of fell off the face of the earth. So I'd like to have the ZX Spectrum with like all the bells and whistles, HD setup, and all that. But yeah, how many Game & Watch do you have, and favorite one? Favorite Game & Watch is probably Donkey Kong, and I have about half the set. Yeah. What games are your kids playing? Kids are playing Fortnite, and my son is playing, so my daughter's playing, NBA 2K19, and my son's also playing a lot of Animal Crossing on the 2DS. More proud of your NES or Super Nintendo collection? Probably Super Nintendo, though my Nintendo collection is more impressive because I got all the boxes. Favorite rock singer? Favorite rock singer? Probably Robert Plant. You know, back in the day. Jim Morrison's up there. Thought he had a great voice. Yes. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate everybody. How good are your KISS tickets? Rush, Galt, not that good. But I'm just thankful about going. Neo Geo Mini, Japanese or international? You know, I don't have either one. Bon Scott's good, yep. Yep, Freddie from Queens, great. John Katz, this was fun. You and Reggie are my favorite YouTubers. Thank you so much, John. Want to thank everybody. John Kratz, thank you. Sorry, I mispronounced your name. John Kratz, thank you so much for the contribution. Most appreciated. What's your opinion is better? Showbiz or Chuck E. Cheese? I didn't have Showbiz around here that I remember. Chuck E. Cheese is all that we got. So you might be more on the East Coast, King Killer. And I heard Showbiz was awesome. And so I unfortunately never got to experience that. So yeah, Showbiz was probably, I think Showbiz was before Chuck E. Cheese, correct? Yeah. Highest score in Berserk and Missile Command, 2600. I don't know my score off Berserk offhand. I played a lot more Berserk, though. Berserk's one of my favorite 2600 games of all time. What was most important to you to kids to try out? What game was most important to you for your kids to try out? I really wanted them to try Centipede and Space Invaders. And I go to my son and I said, son, it doesn't matter what you like in video games, but I want you to start off with the classics. And I started him with Centipede and Space Invaders. And he said, thanks, Dad, for showing me the classics. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, what's your favorite Street Fighter game and what console? You know, I'm a big fan of the Championship Edition on Sega Genesis, just because I played it a lot more than the Super Nintendo one. But I have to admit, when the Super Nintendo one came out, I was like, ooh, that's pretty good. What's your favorite game console to collect for? I have to say it was a lot of fun collecting Sega Genesis, but I enjoy really collecting Atari 2600 now. Yep. Do you know how many games you own? Absolutely not. A lot. Yep. Yeah, Showbiz might have been more East Coast. I don't remember Showbiz around here. I'm going to ask a friend that might know. What do I think of Rammstein? Don't have an opinion. Thoughts on Zaxxon? Great arcade game. Had some bad ports and good ports. So yes, Zaxxon's a great game. Ever had the Sega Channel? Not when it was active. What's your rarest game? Hard to say. I have a ton. Lots of rare games. You know, a couple prototypes. I have stuff that, you know, is rare. It's valuable, but I don't know if it's the rarest. Arcade 1-Up. Yes, Monk 1344. The Arcade 1-Up Pac-Man won the Retro Gaming Playoffs. Matrix Path of Neo. Zaxxon is legit. That's right, it is. Yeah, 213 people still on. We're gonna wrap this up in about a couple minutes. Gonna end it at an hour. You know, this is a tough one for my families, but yeah, thanks for chilling. Thanks for everybody being on. Hey, that's right. That's not the first time my video to watch together. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being family friendly. Most appreciated. I try to be family friendly. That's the teacher in me. What would you say? Least favorite Mario game? I don't know. I think the educational ones. Yes, the educational Mario games. I can't think of the game on a Nintendo. Yep. It was a great stream, folks, and I really appreciate trying to answer as many questions as possible. There was a ton of questions going so fast, and so yes. Favorite ending to any game? Halo ODST. No, not Halo ST. Halo Reach, sorry. Halo Reach was the favorite ending to a game. Really liked the ending of that. Yeah, Mario's missing. Did not like that game. Yes. Yep. Mario's Missing is the game I was thinking of. Do not like. Do I like Dragon's Lair? Absolutely. I had Dragon's Lair in an arcade next to me when I grown up. What's your favorite Star Trek movie? Wrath of Khan. Hands down, Wrath of Khan with Ricardo Montalban. That's right. Yeah, it's lagging a little bit now. Yep. Going to be ending it right now. And I want to thank everybody for being on this live stream. I don't like to end it, but, you know, my family has sacrificed for this to happen. So thank you so much. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. And we'll continue to do the live stream. And, you know, we'll plan these in the future. So maybe we'll do like a monthly thing. We'll see. Thank you so much. This is the Immortal John Hancock. You take care.